Well, that's kind of her shtick, so.
Still rude.
Oh, there we go.
Nice dodge.
Bam! Is this gonna work, or do I actually have to go up and hit her? Ah! I'm not doing that much damage to her. This is kind of worrying. I'm doing some, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, we need to push this thing on.
I forgot what it was that we needed to do in order to, like.
Oh, there we go. There we are. Okay, I just forgot that the button is different in DMC4.
Okay.
So, like, I have a basic attack, but then I also have, like, a specialty attack. So, boom! Now I can do air combos and kick the crap out of her. And
there we go. Yeah.
Hi! I'm Dante. How are you?
She's just like, what the fuck?
Pretty much. It's time for me to take some weed whacking. Ah!
Adam, you're smoking.
Yes, I am. Smoking. But I'm not stylish yet, so that's a problem.
You know, I will take.
Ah, brutal. There we go. Now we fixed our problem. And now you don't stand a chance, lady. Now you really don't. And yes, I'm calling it a lady because it's technically is a woman in a plant dragon thing. Oh, okay. Well, now you can do machine gun seeds.
That's now totally refer to her as a woman.
Last bar. Ow. Not screw you. You're dying. There you go.
Yay.
My forest, my children.
Headshot.
I think that look suits you better.
But remember, when he kills a devil, he gets a devil arm.
Ooh.
So what could this be?
One down.
Ooh, Ninja Dante. Okay, well, that's interesting. Oh no! Is he going to?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Shoryuken! Because of course this is Capcom, they have to have a dragon punch somewhere. So basically, as you can tell, his weapon is gonna have blades that are coming out of the gauntlets as well as the boots.
Very cool.
And of course, it's all neatly stacked behind him. So he can do this! In your face, Karate Kid!
2 to go.
So yay, we now get Gilgamesh,
Ooh.
which is the gauntlets. So very much like Devil May Cry 3, we can do a rapid switch for it. And now we don't actually have to worry about the damn maze anymore. That's even more helpful. So
thank God.
There we go. So I'm going to switch back to Rebellion because I actually don't like how Gilgamesh works because everything's just delayed with it. So we're going to swap back over to Rebellion.
Yeah, I can see what you mean just by.
Okay, so can't go this way. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Because remember, we're going backwards, everybody. So now we get to go through the jungle again. But now you can kind of see Dante's quest. He's going to go to all the various Hellgates that are in this area and claim the devil arms so that nobody else can use them.
And then take out the devil, the Hellgates.
Yes.
But
But the ultimate goal is for him to get Yamato back so that they can seal the original Hellgate. It seems like Dante has to do this a lot.
I know.
He has to seal up the gate to hell.
It's just his internal deed.
Yes.
Until all humanity is to be done with.
And then even then, he'll be bored.
Ah, poor Dante.
So mission 14, Forest of Ruins. So get through as quickly as possible. A lot of Dante's missions are basically this. Like he's plowing through the area as quick as he can.
It makes sense. There's no reason for you to have to re-explore it as another character, especially since he's having to do something like,
Well, and
let's get the show on the road. Let's hurry up here.
Another factor of that is that, you destroyed the Hellgate. That's going to create some issues.
Yeah.
So at that point, that's really the major concern here is that the Hellgate is destroyed, and ergo, we're gonna start having new problems. Oh, and now we have Cthulian horrors to worry about. That's even better.
Lovely.
Did either of us have a Catholic schoolgirl uniform? Okay, we're good. All right.
Well, I was never Catholic.
Well, I was gonna say, like, just get ready to take some schoolgirl damage if it happens, because that's the way that works. Anyway, moving on into the next story that a few people wanted to get your opinion on is we actually reported on this last night.
Okay.
But it looks like this actually technically happened last week. But we have a date for the online service that's going to be offered by Nintendo. So that system will now be implemented as of September 2018. And we have a few details that are kind of foggy.
Okay.
But we'll just go over them really quick. So
Yeah. I saw that. I saw that they finally had. They have chosen September of this year, but I did not get a chance to go over the details.
Yeah, the problem is that the details in some cases are outdated. They really, like, one of the things we actually came across as a final kind of idea to this story is we need a direct to actually say, like, what is accurate and what isn't.
Yeah, that's
because
a great
even
idea.
the story that we had was outdated.
Okay.
So the first thing that we're going to go over is the price, which is it's going to be $3.99 a month, which would basically be very notedly cheaper than PSN and Xbox Gold.
Considerably cheaper.
Yes. And I know a number of people are actually happy by the announcement that it's going to be the cheapest service, especially since it's $3.99. You can technically, and you can also technically do like the multiple months, like PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live Gold do as well, like where you can buy 2 months at once, kind of thing. So that's definitely going to be a system that's implemented. The other thing that we know about it is that there will be a virtual console, but this is where it gets foggy.
Okay.
So the article that we had didn't clearly state this. But the way that they put it is that you would be able to, you'd be able to get Virtual Console via the online service, but that games would only be available for up to a month, and then they would and the article doesn't clearly state this, but they would go away roughly, and probably even permanently. Okay, so like if you wanted, let's just say Super Mario Brothers 3, and it was only offered in February, it may not come back. So, and you would get it for free if you were on the monthly subscription service, but you might not actually get an offer to get it back after that one February offer. So if you wanted to have Super Mario 3 on Virtual Console, you'd basically be host at that point. We were actually able to confirm later through another article that yes, they actually, Virtual Console will be available via like you could pay for the games, but if you have the subscription service, then you just get it for free. That's the way it goes.
Well, that makes sense because Xbox and PlayStation have free games monthly. So.
Well, that made me actually feel a lot better, because if it was going to be games that were only available for a certain amount of time and then you lost them, oh, that would suck for me, because there's been points where even on PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live Gold, which I have them both, where a game gets offered that I really wanted to try, but I don't want to pay, like, I don't want to pay through the nose to try it out.
Yeah.
Where I lose my opportunities because I get so busy. And Virtual Console is like my only reason to get anything online from Nintendo. Like, don't get me wrong, I want to try Splatoon multiplayer and stuff like that, but like Virtual Console is what's gonna keep me. And the other thing that they're going to add that we actually did confirm is they're going to add things like leaderboards to those games. There may even actually be online multiplayer for those games.
Oh.
So you can be able to do that. Whereas before, like, all we knew on the matter is that they were going to do kind of like, did you ever see the NES remixes that came out for Wii U?
I did, yes.
They were going to do something weird like that instead of giving you the full game. Instead, it'd be like you get the Super Mario Brothers 3 20 coin challenge kind of deal. Like, go collect 20 coins in this many seconds. But now we know that it's going to officially be the full games. But now with leaderboards instead, which is really what they should do.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We don't know what type of games just yet will be offered for it. We also don't know what multiplayer is going to be put into this service. We just know that as of September, if you want to be in the multiplayer, you're going to have this online service.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I would have to pay for the service in order to continue playing Splatoon 2, I'm assuming?
Or ARMS multiplayer, or I'm guessing Mario Kart and all of the Wii U, the Wii U remastered games will also be involved in that.
Okay.
So, like, because here's the thing, like, nobody's been able to not confirm this to me, but I'm thoroughly convinced it's going to happen. We have, what is it? Tropical Freeze. So Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. We have Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah.
A number of Wii U games actually coming. I've actually even heard tell that the Zelda remasterings for Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, they're actually considering doing another version for Switch.
Oh my gosh, Nathan and I are already saying that we'll buy Wind Waker again if they made it on the Switch. But I predict that they will have Skyward Sword remastered first before they ever put out Wind Waker and Twilight Princess again.
I've also heard rumblings of that, is like they are strongly considering doing Skyward Sword remastered.
Because
but instead mapping it to a controller.
Yes.
Like actually giving us the option. The other thing too that I've heard.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah, I've heard that they're gonna do that because they want to integrate to everybody's interpretation of Skyward Sword or of the Switch.
Ooh, that would be nice. Though if they did just keep it strictly multiplayer, with just how much better the motion controls are with the Switch, I feel like the gameplay experience will be so much better putting the Skyward Sword onto the Switch. Because I loved the story of Skyward Sword. It was just the gameplay that made me want to rip my hair out.
Yeah. The other thing, too, that we also did, and I've heard rumblings of this, because, again, I can't confirm Skyward Sword as that. I can't even confirm Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, because they're, like, in rumor town.
Oh, yeah. Way rumor.
The other thing, too, that I've also heard is that in light of Metroid Prime 4, the Metroid Prime trilogy that came out for Wii is going to get remastered for Switch.
Oh, wow.
Which would be the first time that Metroid Prime 3 would have a controller scheme to it. Because that was strictly motion controls, too.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's basically to bring people into the Metroid Prime series if you weren't already a fan. I don't know that for certain, but I have heard tell that they're going to do that. And actually, that was kind of an added thing that did happen last night, is we confirmed the team that is actually working on Metroid Prime 4. And it's not what a lot of people thought. So a lot of people thought that Retro Studios would be coming back to do it. And they're not. We actually confirmed that it's Bandai Namco.
Oh, wow.
So that's an interesting thing, because we actually did confirm in their roster they've done no FPSs at all. They have none in their roster. I thought that they had a few, like with Gundam games and stuff like that, but no, they don't have a solid FPS in their roster. So that makes me question, like, how is this game going to play? Is it going to be an FPS because they are hiring for a bunch of new people? Or could this actually go down the lines of kind of like how Samus Returns ended up, where they dramatically changed the control scheme, and we could actually maybe look at like since this is Bandai Namco, we're talking about, you know, the people who published Dark Souls. Could we actually be looking at like a third-person Metroid game again? But like in the Dark Souls vein.
Huh, interesting.
It's definitely something that I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with it, but I'm still wary because we don't have a trailer yet. We know that it's in development, but we know it's in early development.
It'll be interesting to see where that goes.
Yes.
So I know we talked about a bunch of different things. What was the question exactly? Sorry.
That we're covering it all, and we're just basically getting your opinion on the Nintendo announcements that happened.
Ah, okay.
And then the final one is, so we are officially going to be getting a Super Mario Brothers movie again, but it's going to be animated, and it looks like Nintendo has struck a deal with Illumination. So the
guys who made the Minion movie.
Minions, Despicable Me, those movies are the ones that are going to be responsible for the Mario Brothers movie. See, I'm not necessarily, like, I want to see a trailer first before I judge it. Because, contrary to a lot of people, I actually strangely like the Minions. I don't hate them. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a parent.
Oh, I guess.
Cute.
I don't know, I guess we're, this is totally something we're not on the same page then. Awkward. I like Despicable Me, I just thought the Minions movie was really bad.
I'm talking the Minions in general, kind of thing. Like, I like the Despicable Me movies. I don't even think, have I seen Minions?
I saw the Minions movie, and I was just like, really? It was just really dumb.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually seen the Minions movie all the way through. So at that point, like, I just like the Minions, period. I like the unusual language that they have and all that. And so I'm not necessarily writing off Illumination right off the bat. Because here's the thing, like, I don't know if I'd actually trust Pixar with Mario. I don't know if I trust DreamWorks with Mario.
Oh, I definitely do not trust DreamWorks with Mario.
No.
I don't think Pixar would want to even pick up a project like that to begin with, because just from my point of view, it looks like Pixar is very much more what are we doing? Like,
yeah.
What are our writers doing? What is it that we can continue to produce? Not so much let's pick up something that's been well established and create a movie from it. They like taking, I think they just like sticking to what's on the inside and establishing new stories and new ideas from within, and not so much extrapolating what has already been done.
Okay, can't go down this way. Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily want to write off the Illumination movie just yet, because we haven't seen a trailer for it. And the other thing, too, that I think needs to be outlined is simply we're going to have more Nintendo involvement than we did with that other Mario movie, okay? That's going to happen. What was that?
What other Mario movie?
Oh my gosh, do you actually not know about this movie? There actually is a Super Mario Brothers movie.
What?
Yes, a live-action movie.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's starring Bob Hoskins as Mario, John Leguizamo as Luigi.
Okay, it's time for me to look this up.
And Dennis Hopper as King Koopa or Bowser. If we have to go down the specifics here.
Okay, I'm looking
really
this
quick.
up.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, I forgot about that. There's a taunt button.
Lol, that's awesome.
Okay, really quick. Where am I supposed to go here?
Oh my gosh. No wonder I didn't know about this, because it came out in '93. I was 2 years old.
Yep. I've actually seen it. The sad reality is I've seen it. It's not that good.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, this is definitely something that happened, and I can at least say that with a CG movie, we're not gonna get that horrible abomination again, because that would be really sad.
Oh my gosh, this poster advertising the movie is so bad. What the hell?
Yep.
What is this?
See, the funniest part about this movie is that a lot of people look at, like, its main criticism is that it's not a Mario movie. Like, it doesn't feel like a Mario movie. What a lot of people don't know is that, like, Mario is peppered throughout the movie. It's just that the plot is really, really weird. Because they tried to take what basically, if you look at old school Mario, there really wasn't any plot there to begin with.
Right.
And basically saying, okay, well, there's not too much plot, so we'll just, make this whole fish out of water-esque story out of it. But, I mean, bottom line, like, there is so many references to this dang game. in that movie that it's surprising. Like they actually did do their homework and they did actually try to make a Mario movie and had a lot of inspiration for it. They just didn't have a whole lot to work with. That's the sad reality of the situation. They didn't have a whole lot to work with.
Well, yeah. That makes sense. Mario is still fairly new, like probably less than 10 years old at that point. So there is not going to be a whole lot of material to work off with.
No.
Mario is now over 30 years old, and there is more than enough material to work with. So I like what you're saying, Adam.